So, let's move on to Real Thirsty.
Bitch, you thirsty? Please grab Sprite. Gatorade me, bitch.
Who got you fucked up?
Bitch. Okay, so I went on this date to San Francisco like a few weeks ago with this dude. And he was a very nice guy at first, which is why I don't believe in nice guys, because y'all present as nice until you don't get what the fuck you want. So basically, I didn't fuck him because, listen, I didn't fuck him because I wasn't feeling that vibe. But he was a nice guy. We went to brunch. It was like a one-day thing in San Francisco. He got me my own suite because, I don't know, bitches, like, if you're getting flued out and you're not in your own room, you're doing it wrong.
Rule number one, get your own
Oh my
room,
god. So
please.
I had my own suite and like everything was cool and it was a nice time, but so on the way back I almost missed my flight. I don't know why. I think I underestimated kind of like the time everything was going to take because I have TSA pre-check and whatever. So I have this bag. It's my favorite bag. It's a carry-on luggage by Remova and it's like this limited edition. It's see-through neon pink. It's fire as fuck. And it's not a fucking checked bag, bitch, because I don't want it to get scratched. But because I came super late, I'm the last person on the plane. They're like, we don't have room for your shit. And the stewardess was kind of a bitch, and the dude at the fucking gate was a bitch, and I was like, whatever. So they checked my shit, and I'm like, please be careful with it. So long story short, the shit got scratched. And when I originally told the little San Francisco dude about it, who's 42 years old, by the way, he was like, if it gets ruined, I'll replace it. This is an $800 bag. So eventually, I waited a little bit before I, got back to him on it. I thought maybe I could get the scratches off. I couldn't. I let him know. He was salty that I hadn't responded to his other text about some other shit, about a future date. Like, I just wasn't really feeling it like that. Long story short, he's trying to, like, hold the money over my head. My nigga, first of all, you're a millionaire. So for you to have such a discrepancy, like, between, like, how much you make and how much I make for something that got damaged on your watch, you're a cunt. That's one. Two, I'm not arguing with a nigga that's not my nigga. So you're sending me paragraphs back and forth.
And that should have just been taken care of. He should just did it.
As a man, I don't respect you now. Because, first of all, I didn't ask you for it. You offered. Secondly, you're being a stupid bitch because you didn't get what you wanted. And he's like, you know what? I was like, look, I just kind of expect you to keep your word as a man. I was like, I haven't asked you for anything. I was like, if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. I was like, let me know when you can do that. And he's kind of like, well, I'll hold my end of the word, or like, I'll hold up my word when you respond to this with like the respect. And but I said, my nigga, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not arguing with you about shit. And then I explained myself. I was like, honestly, it's the principle of the matter. Like, blah, blah, blah. This nigga starts typing again, and I was just like, you know what, fuck this shit. And I just blocked his stupid ass and on everything, because it's like, I'm not arguing with you about what's right. I can replace it myself eventually, but for you to be a stupid bitch like that, I'm not like groveling to you to replace something that you said you were gonna, but like, you're thirsty as fuck because you're upset that like I wasn't feeling you the way that you wanted. And you know what, when I was there, he kept being like, you're dangerous, like real fucking nervous. Like,
what a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, because you know that I'm the type of girl that like you would like and entertain, but that doesn't mean that like I owe you anything or anything. And it was just real like small dick big bitch energy, and like big bitch in a bad way, not like a bad bitch. Like,
yeah, I mean, obviously, because it's a man, so you don't want a man to be described as a big bitch.
Little dick energy, like just not giving what it needed to give. So like that nigga can suck my dick. I say this every episode. Every episode. You tell somebody to suck your dick. Yes. And I will never change. I want you to know that will be consistent until our 500th episode, until we have our syndicated television series. Like, I'll be telling niggas to suck my dick.
That's a recurring theme.
Listen.
You niggas can suck Stephanie's dick.
Yes. All day, sideways, different angles, whatever's uncomfortable
From the back.
Whatever's uncomfortable for you is the way that I want it. So,
what's the most uncomfortable way
that's
to
why
suck dick?
That's why I say suck my dick sideways, because it's an uncomfortable angle and it makes it difficult, and it's just not enjoyable.
You probably have breathing problems.
It's not enjoyable for you.
Like, a lot of things are going wrong.
Yeah, right. So fuck that dude, honestly. He's the thirstiest nigga ever, and like I hope you enjoyed the block and the multiple blocks and the multi-channel blocks that you've been served.
Yes. Go to hell. Respectfully.
Go to hell.
Disrespectfully.
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 How about you?
My real thirsty is my ex that won't go away.
Okay, so are we talking about a man or a woman?
We're talking about a man that I dated 6 years ago.
Okay.
So it's been forever. This was the last time I was actually in a relationship with a guy.
Okay.
Which was 6 years ago.
R.I.P.
And yeah, because that life is over.
That life is over. And guess what? I don't blame. I was talking to someone about this the other day. I was like, it's like choosing to be a straight woman. Why? It's not a choice, because why would I do this?
It's not fun.
Do you think I want to love niggas? I don't.
So terrible.
Someone save me. Someone come turn me the fuck out, because I need to be on Kimber's level.
I can send you somebody.
bitch. I want no pussy referrals.
Not pussy referrals. I'm weak. Okay, but my ex, we broke up. He broke up with me in like 2016.
Why?
Because I made him feel like less of a man. I also cheated on him with a girl 2 weeks into the relationship.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. I was gonna say, AKA, you're insecure, but you cheated on him.
He doesn't know. To this day, he doesn't know.
So he's just insecure.
Yeah, he's just.
But you're also a fuck up. You can't be cheating on niggas.
I mean,
you can't be cheating.
It was one of those situations where.
Bitch.
I mean, there's no excuse for cheating, and
Okay.
I don't tolerate cheating. There's no excuse. I was wrong. I was, but at the time,
and that's growth right there.
Yeah, at the time, it was one of those situations where somebody came into my life that I didn't think was going to be there. Somebody came into my life that I thought I would never get the opportunity to fuck.
You sound like a nigga.
And I had to take the opportunity.
Okay, anyway. So you broke his little heart and you made him feel like
But he doesn't know that I cheated.
Okay, so why does he think you made him feel like less of a man?
I think because I was already checked out of the relationship. Like, I was forced into the relationship.
How long were you guys together?
He gave me an ultimatum. It was just only a couple of months, but it was a lot that happened within this time frame.
I'm upset.
Yeah, it was only a couple of months, but like, he gave me an ultimatum to even be in a relationship. I was like, yeah, can we just like be cool and be friends or whatever?
That's the foundation of a healthy relationship is an ultimatum.
I was younger and I wasn't thinking correctly.
I'm not blaming you.
It was kind of like, I was like, wow, he's really in love with me.
So what's he doing
I
now?
should give it a... He has 2 children now, and one of them isn't even his.
I'm
but
sorry.
he signed the birth certificate, and girl, it's a mess.
Please take me out of here.
It's a mess. But, like, yeah, I got into a relationship because he gave me an ultimatum. Like, I can't be friends with you because I'm in love with you.
I've had someone say that to me. I told you. And you know what I did? I said, I guess we can't be friends then.
That's what I should have did.
Yeah, bitch.
But I was like, oh my God, he's really in love with me. I should just give it a try. That's what I did.
Wait. Can I just say that, like, a repeated theme in each of our episodes is you being too nice to niggas and paying for it later. And I'm telling you again, I said this in the last episode.
You know what? You're right.
Be more of a bitch.
I need to like embrace my raging bitch hormones.
Oh my sweet Jesus! Why the fuck are we giving niggas pity opportunities?
We shouldn't, because I got finessed into an entire relationship that I didn't even want to be in.
I can't even feel bad for you.
Which is why I cheated 2 weeks in.
Right. I can't feel bad for you or him.
But ultimately, he broke up with me. I was gonna break up with him.
Okay.
But long story short, I went to Miami on a girls' trip, have some fun or whatever. He spazzed the entire time I was gone. And it's like, if you know what kind of person I am, I'm not gonna like go do some wild shit while I'm on vacation. He looks like a joke.
I mean,
he's mixed. He looks like a joke. He has hella tattoos. He's a terrible person.
The mixed part or the light skin part is what I was going to say.
It's giving light skin nigga. It's giving light skin nigga.
And I wish I would
he
stop.
had hella tattoos. He was a fucking joke.
I wish I would stop being so stereotypical.
Yeah, I don't know how I ended up in this situation. But yeah, he broke up with me because I went to Miami. I made him feel like that's a man. He's supposed to like come pick me up from the airport type shit, all this other shit. He did it. My friend had to like.
Okay, wait. So how did you make him feel like less of a man?
Because I didn't want to fuck him.
You didn't fuck him ever?
I did, but
you just weren't feeling it?
I was just not.
Listen, let me say something.
I was already checked out.
If your feeling of being a man is predicated upon something I'm doing, then you don't really feel like a man. But it's all good. Okay, so what's he doing? He's still in your DMs.
All right. I just wanted you men of means, you high value men with money and tangibles and shit in excess who are able to entertain such women, these influencers, these models, these women that, otherwise unavailable to, lower caste. I want you to know how they truly feel about you, okay? I want you to know how they truly feel about you. I'm not really going to go in depth. I'm not going to get into the psychology right now in this particular episode. I just wanted to use this. I wanted to use this clip, this very brief clip. It was a much longer podcast with much more egregious things, spoken between the two friendly co-hosts, both of them covert members of the LGBTQ plus community who make their money by pretending to be hetero and milking men of means of their resources. All right? You heard her, how she explained, without taking any accountability, how she explained conducting a grift, how she conned a millionaire into a weekend away in San Francisco, and gave him nothing. Okay, didn't sleep with him or do anything. All she got was a plane ride, and I'm pretty sure she got tangibles. All right, she was bitching about some luggage, but you look at like the plane ticket and the cost of San Francisco, staying over there, one of the most expensive cities, besides New York, in the whole of the country. So it's irrelevant. Basically, what I'm saying, this is a intervention for men of means, for sugar daddies. Okay, take this shit to heart. If you haven't heard this, you haven't heard this podcast, take this shit to heart, man. Look at this woman. Look at her face. Look how beautiful she is and shit. It's certain. By certain standards. Some people probably wouldn't find her attractive, especially now when she's packed on the pounds and she's post-wall. Look at her. These are the kind of women that, a lot of these professional athletes are falling for. They're flying out, getting them cheeks and shit and getting entangled. This is the chick that, right now, even though she's a member of the LGBTQ plus community and a model, professionally represented by an agency. This is kind of female, this is the reason why Drake put hot sauce in this fucking condom and shit. Because women like this, okay? You're going to be looking for a retirement plan, probably using her womb or something, if she can hold her nose long enough to get impregnated. I don't know the female, I'm just, allegedly hates men, okay? You heard the words of the women. You heard how they talk, how they talk pretty much in private. This is how they feel about us, men. I'm talking to people that share the, fucking Y chromosome and shit, have a gene down there, genetically born, cisgender straight men. This is how they feel about you. It doesn't matter why. It's not for you to understand, but you to recognize the shit and behave accordingly. Make sure you, I don't want to give any advice, okay? But you make sure you have that NDA, okay? A multiple level NDA as well, so that she would be unable to make a podcast about you, okay? Or even talk about that shit or refer to it, We must burn the bag. Hashtag burn the bag, okay? Burn the bag. So what is she without a man's money, okay? What is she without that? What is she without legions of simps salivating over her curves and her exotic appearance and shit, is defined by the colonies here. Take that into consideration. This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.